Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Be straight about your feelings for that man. Be straight about your feelings for that man. Ladies, this is very important. Because I'm going to tell you what. My main thing is doing consultations for men, even though I still get many lady clients. And if you're ever interested in a consultation, my contact information is in the description box. And you know something, a lot of men, and they not even on consultations, but just maybe on IG, they'll send me emails. And I'm noticing a consistent thing. Where men are confused about a woman's feelings for it. The men are confused. They're not sure. They're like, Uncle Rom, the woman, she does this, this, and this. But then when I respond, she does this, this, and that. And I've seen that happen. I'm going to tell you what, those was some, it was funny, right? I remember back when I was using this university gym back in the early 90s, back when I was getting into really working out. It was at American University. Now, I remember, I went into the gym and I saw these two young ladies. Now, I knew one of the young ladies and stuff. Even tried to holler at the young lady, but we never could quite get together. But this was before, I realized how she was checking for me, right? All right, she wasn't seeing me. She was just like, hey, wasn't nothing big. The other one didn't say anything. And I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. I respect stuff. And like I said, this is before I really started really hollering at her, right? All right. And so I did something. And so this dude said, man, those two girls were going crazy talking about you and everything. And I was like, they gave zero indication. And stuff. And see, that's what a lot of men are complaining about to me. Well, I ain't going to say complaining, but they asking about it. It's like, they'll say, well, the woman smiling, she was doing all this, she was even friendly, but then, the dude might try to take it further and then act all nervous or something. Like I remember another time when I was working at this little, it was a store that sold African sculpture and clothing. So when I would before opening up in the morning, I had to take the money made from the night before to the bank, deposit it. Okay. I would get in this, the business line. Now, the young woman who was in the line, she would just stare at me. Every time I come in, stare. But then as soon as I get right up there, act a little shy and everything. I was just like, I don't even feel like this. I could tell it was one of those blatant things and stuff. And I seen a lot of y'all do stuff like that. Y'all like a guy, but then when you actually around him, you get real quiet or something like that. Or you might act like you don't like him. I've seen it too much. I've had women tell me y'all do this. That's the bad part. Just like, oh, he was so fine, or he was this. He was that. Okay, cool. But ladies, look. Here's the thing. Y'all need to be straight with men. Y'all need to be straight because despite what y'all might want, sometimes in the age, especially now, in the age of Me Too, and, like I talked about in the previous podcast about, women being approached by dusty men or men they don't want. Men, we slow about it now, especially now. It wasn't as bad, but I've always said stuff hasn't changed, but there still has been some changes. Men are slower about it now. Seriously, men are slower about it. Men don't want to feel like that, they bothering you. Y'all need to be straight about it if y'all want that man. Now, if you don't want that man, keep the defenses up. Don't be friendly. Don't show him any signs. If you don't want him, okay, that's fair. And there are some men and some good men, they're going to respect that because they feeling like, hey, you know what? She ain't really interested. Okay. But the women, I've had women tell me, oh yeah, but he ain't doing this or that. Or they want the man to figure out something. Like I remember a woman gave me a scenario one time. And she was like, well, if you see a woman in a club and her back is to you, her arms are folded, would you talk to her? I was like, no. She said, but she's interested though. I say, but her body language is saying stay away. You know? Well, shoot, in the age of Me Too, men got to be careful about that. And to me, on a personal level, I don't like being disrespectful. And I also don't like a woman thinking I'm coming for her when I'm not. That's me personally. And other men are thinking the same thing. And they thinking, well, hold up. She ain't showing any interest. Why should I? A lot of guys are into choosing signals. And like I've told some guys, like if she's that attractive, oh yeah, shoot your shot. But I can tell them that, but a lot of guys still won't if the woman ain't giving any indication and stuff. And see, ladies, when you dealing with a guy, if you're interested, it ain't like you got to be like all up in his face, say, yeah, I want you. You don't have to go that far. At least I hope you don't. I hope things don't get to that point. But if you know you're interested in that guy, you know you're sincerely interested and he's, trying to talk to you, don't act funny. Don't pull back. Don't be like, well, I need him to chase me or something, which some women have actually said to me. No, we don't have time for that. If you're interested in that guy, it's not so much you have to tell him anything. You just have to simply be receptive. He'll do the rest. If you're interested in him, learn to smile when you see him. Be friendly if you just happen to see him. We'll take it from there. We just want the opening. Seriously, if you give the opening and show you ain't repelled by us or something, you ain't turned off by us, we'll still make it. And you need to be straight within yourself. If you feeling that guy, you need to know it. You need to give him the shot. You need to give him the opening and stuff. And I know y'all do that for those guys you think are real fine, but then sometimes you might be liking a guy, so give him, find out, and be straight with it. Don't give him mixed signals. Basically, don't give him mixed signals. Because in this day and age, mixed signals, most men are going to lean on the side of she's not interested. And we have to. Like we on jobs, we someplace and everything, we have to. Seriously. We don't want to get in trouble. What if we had a gym or something? A woman giving mixed signals and something, and he takes it the wrong way. He's thinking to himself, well, shoot, management might come to me. I've actually heard of that happening. A man trying to go after a woman at a gym. She was a real attractive woman. I heard from one of a worker there, a good friend of mine. And she was like, yeah, he was trying to go for this woman. She wasn't interested. And he was warned. He was warned by management. We got to think about those things. So you need to be straight about your feelings with the guy. In this day and age, we can't take the chance. Most of us, now you get some guys, they don't care, but most of us, especially we got something going on, we're going to be like, you know what? She wishy-washy. I ain't sure. I can't take that chance. Seriously, we can't just do that. Heck, you got women complaining about street harassment. A lot of guys are like, well, hold up. I don't want to feel like I'm harassing her or something. She giving me that defensive look, all of that, boom. And I addressed this in the last one, but it's the same thing. But you need to be straight about your feelings for that man. If you're interested in a particular man, you need to leave. You don't have to walk up on him and say, hey, how you doing, all that, and offer to take him to bed. I hope we don't get to that point. But you need to at least be consistent. If you see him, you like him, give him that smile. He say hi, give him that friendly hi. Something. Give him a feeling like, oh, okay, I can shoot my shot. All right? So anyway, ladies, I want y'all to really think about that. Don't lose out on some guy because you're not sure. First of all, just be sure within yourself. If you ain't feeling him, okay, keep him at a distance. If you ain't feeling him, let him know. Most sensible men are reading that. We don't talk about how men are reading women, but most sensible men are just going to say, oh, okay, she ain't showing no interest. Let me give her space. And I'm quite sure a lot of women have had that. Had the man you're interested in giving you some space because you ain't straight about your feelings for him. Meanwhile, the knucklehead, he don't care anyway. So I want y'all to think about that, all right? And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.